Said I was gonna do it. Now I'm doing it. These are all 7 Conjuring universe movies ranked. Please forgive me, I should have said this in my last video, but I'm horrible at introductions, but I'm sure you know that already. That said, on with the countdown. For the number 7 spot, this took a little bit of thinking. Should I put Annabelle here, or should I put The Curse of La Llorona here? And in the number 7 spot, I have The Curse of La Llorona. The reason it's this low on the list is because it's barely even a Conjuring movie. All there is Father Perez, who I thought died in Annabelle, but I guess he survived, and a flashback of him carrying the Annabelle doll, which is never brought up again. You can see every jump scare coming from a mile away, and they get old really quickly. One of the characters did something so incredibly goddamn stupid that I was so frustrated in the theater. Also, why not contact Ed and Lorraine Warren, or are they just for the movies that actually have the word Conjuring in the title? The only positive I could think of was that Linda Cardellini did a good job despite what she was given. In the number 6 spot, we have the second installment and the first spin-off, Annabelle. But I haven't watched this movie in months. Actually, I haven't watched most of these in months. If you're scared of books falling off the shelves, or popcorn, do I have the movie for you. You'd think that a spin-off of The Conjuring would be good or interesting, but Annabelle is neither. While the Annabelle doll is creepy, they try to make the scenes scary, but they just fail. Also, jump scares. Yay. For things that are good, the elevator scene was pretty good, and Annabelle Wallis does a good job despite the script. At number 5, I have The Nun. Just like The Curse of La Llorona, this movie relies way too much on jump scares. Not as bad as that movie, but still not good. They even had jump scares in the trailers. I remember there were a bunch of people angry that a YouTube ad had a jump scare. I found most of the movie to be quite boring, uninteresting, and just forgettable. For positives, there were some parts I thought were funny, but don't think were meant to be funny, like English signs in Romania, a guy carrying a big wooden cross into a bar, a nun spitting the blood of Christ onto Valak, and a nun doing the T-pose. This was also the first Conjuring movie I saw in theaters, and I have yet to see a good one. At number 4, I have Annabelle Comes Home. I made a review of this movie, but if you want to catch that, go to the link in the description, but for a TLDR. Good idea, but poorly executed. Very predictable jump scares. Annabelle is unleashed for a really dumb reason, but at least the members of the Warren family were pretty good. Okay, finally up something good. At number 3, I have Annabelle Creation. I do think this is a pretty good horror movie. I wouldn't call it one of my favorites, but it is pretty good. Also going to be vague here because I can't really think of a lot to talk about. I do like how we get a prologue showing what happened to Annabelle, and I do like how most of the movie is set at this house. Something Annabelle Comes Home didn't do well. Can't really think of much to say, so moving on. At number 2, I have the movie that started it all, The Conjuring. I'm not sure how true of a story this is, but true or not, this is still a really good horror film that doesn't over-rely on jump scares. James Wan is actually pretty good at horror. This, Conjuring 2, the first 2 Insidious movies, and the first Saw are all good. It's just a shame he only directed this in The Conjuring 2 and just produced the other ones. It's not the best movie that involves demonic possession, and it's not the best movie involving a haunted house, but it's still a really good movie. And in first place, we have The Conjuring 2. I don't know if I'd say it's objectively better than the first Conjuring, but I do like it a bit more. We also get the first appearance of Valak in the only good movie that she's in. And the opening set at the Amityville house is pretty cool. I do like the twist that Bill, the former owner of the house that Janet and her family live at, is possessing Janet, but he's just being used as a pawn by Valak, the true villain of the movie. And in this movie, we learn what Lorraine saw that made her isolate herself for 8 days in the first movie. So yeah, I like The Conjuring 2 a bit more than the first one. Well, that was my ranking of all 7 Conjuring movies. Sorry for being vague on this, but I haven't watched these in months. Well, come back tomorrow, hopefully, for my review of Spider-Man Far From Home. And if you like this and want more of this, subscribe, check out my gaming channel, and all my social medias are linked in the description.
In a town in the woods at the top of a hill, there's a house where no one lives. So you take a big bag of your big city money there and buy it. But at night when the house is